Hi everyone, I'm Airier, and today we're going to be looking at an incorrect summary of Metal Gear Solid 3 by Max0r. We're just going to jump right into this because I'm a little pressed for time. Not so much that I have anything to do, but more my AC is out, it's hot, and a bunch of lights and electronics running in the same room without any moving air seems like a really bad idea. Yeah. It's less about when anything around me will expire and more when I will burst into flames through self-immolation due to the sheer ambient heat. Is this a smart idea? No, but it's me. I don't do smart. So we're just going to jump right in. You guys know the deal. There's a link below to the original video, and let's just see where this goes or how long I go before I have to edit the ending because I passed out due to heat stroke. You know, the obvious options.
After the end of World War II, the world was split into two, based and cringe. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War.
Can we all just acknowledge that that's a complete bullshit answer? There is no way the Metal Gear Solid universe is that optimistic to say half the world isn't cringe. At least in the Max0r verse. I'm going to just call it that for because why not? It's too optimistic. Everything is cringe. Everything.
Bike Pedal Solid 3 is a game developed by world-famous movie director split day-old Josh Bahsa, in which you are tasked with the defeat of communists in the jungles of Siberia. It's the height of the Cold War, and tensions between the forces of based and cringe have never been higher.
Okay, so I was lulled into a false sense of security with the previous videos being very straightforward and having edits, but nothing to the extent of whoa. Okay, obsessive compulsive powers go. Bike Gear Solid 3. I mean, it's a Metal Gear, so a bike gear does have gear, so it's kind of a reference on that. Makes sense. It's actually not even that weird. Split day old. Oh, Kojima.
Josh Bahsa, in which you are tasked with the defeat of communists in the jungles of.
Are those okay? No. He's used this one before. Yeah, he's done this one before, where every single person is holding G's hand. Split. I don't get where they're going with his name. I know it's Hideki or Hide. It's probably something about his first name sounding like day-old bread. Or maybe it's just me sounding Japanese. I don't get it. I don't know what in the hell this joke is about. All right, and then we got... Really, it's just taking me a while to get here. I'm just going... Yeah, it's every single person holding G's hand, isn't it? Yeah, it looks like we got... I don't even see... Like, is this guy wearing a candle on his head, or is that just weird lighting? I think that's Carrie... This one held there. I don't know who that is. It looks like Italy because of the flag, but I could be very wrong. Also, I probably just upset someone. I don't know. But is that Iran? Maybe. I can't really see the flag, and I'll be honest, I don't know it that well. Don't know. Why does he actually look sincerely happy in this one? I mean, like all the others, it's just kind of dead. And oh no, he actually looks kind of happy. No, this one is I'm looking straight at the camera with my dead eyes, and I wish that I would be as dead as my eyes themselves. Why must we suffer? No, wrong video to make that reference.
In the jungles of Siberia, it's the height of the Cold War, and tensions between the forces of Tiger and Monkey have never been higher. In the backdrop of this international struggle, our hero must brave dark.
No. Let's go back a second. What the hell was that? I have actual questions about, okay, backdrop and just, is that a cow falling on them? No, it's just the spread. Oh no, did they just do a backflip into a peat bog? Yeah, I thought it was a random cut, but no, they just went this fast and they landed on their back and then they just went down. Yeah, it's surprising. No, that's actually the body. I actually can't tell if that's the back of the wave moving out away from the camera or if it's their body. It's really hard to tell with this image quality. Either way, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to bite my tongue off here and ask the thing I'm going to be wondering all night. What the hell is this from? Why would someone do this? And where the hell did he even get this clip? I'm assuming YouTube, but maybe it's TikTok for all I know.
battle, our hero must brave dark forests, high mountains, and 2 separate console generations. The aim of this virtuous mission is to extract the Soviet scientist named Sokolov, working on a secret project for an invincible weapon of war. And with great ambition, determination, and a will to stop the forces of evil, our hero, Naked Snake, that's his real code name, begin preparations for the plunge below and the perilous journey which lies ahead. But first, a warning. I wanted to record the HD version of the game in order to get better footage, but unfortunately that's only on the PS3. Then I remembered that my computer is a PS3, but there might be a few bugs.
What?
You get up in the air and your partner's like, don't throw your smoke on the gasoline.
Seriously?
The door opens and Snake decides to jump away from the burning wreck. Oh, Snake, you go on the ground if you get.
I'm assuming the joke is he didn't actually light on fire, but sure, why not?
Snake gets as far away as he can.
Oh, they actually have breathing apparatus.
Jungle floor. Now the virtuous mission can finally begin. Except no, my mom is calling me. You've been ignoring her philosophy lectures for 5 years before she finally caught up to you. Now you can finally listen to her talking about.
Did he just speed through all
now
this?
It's time to head through the lush swamps of Siberia and die. The Russians patrol these jungles, so you must head through slowly, carefully, and methodically. That includes the bee attack. You finally reach the factory where Sokolov is being held and beat up everyone like it's high school. You get to
I want to make a joke about, hey, can you imagine if random special ops are fighting a bunch of random Russians? I'm just like, nah, it's a little too on the Ukraine in that one.
Sokolov, just as he exterminates the last of the Twilight books, Sokolov explains to Snake that he's actually being kept there for his safety by the KGB. There is an internal power struggle in the Soviet Union, in which a faction of radical communists seeks to kidnap him and take power for themselves. This faction is headed by none other than Emperor Palpatine. The motivation, ideology, and also practice of all these forces remains at large, but time is of the essence, so you make your extremely slow. Hurry up.
Is he literally just following you?
Please. Free. Fuck. Finally, a real American.
What? Did they give him spurs? He's twirling the gun.
You're from the Oslot unit of Spetsnaz. Huh. What's a GRU soldier doing here?
I came here to gesticulate for no reason. I suffer from a
It's not even. I'm sorry. The guy with the revolver who's spinning it in a revolution and then spins around in a revolution is called Revolver Ocelot. Oh, we're going that level of camp on this one. I mean, I know there's a good bit of camp and just like suspension of disbelief and weird ass shit that comes with Metal Gear, but I just, wow. It's not even a joke Max0r made. I just didn't realize that was what they were doing with this one. Oh, and of course, spurs, because the things on the back spin in a revolution. I'm assuming his clothing is reversible, so it can be revolved. Why not? It's just the neatest. It's probably a reversible scarf, too. God damn it.
Soldier doing here?
I came here to gesticulate for no reason. I suffer from a disorder in which I must wave my hands around randomly.
What?
That would make more sense. And he lost his hat, no points.
Tell me, is it true that in capitalist America, hordes of pigs can appear from nowhere and kill children? I don't think that's...
I mean, it is America. I kind of assume it probably is a thing. Both wild hogs and just people in line for buffets trampling over children. It's probably happened in both of them.
It's accurate. Amazing! I'm going to meow now.
What?
So Snake beats his ass.
Tell me that was
unconscious and the scientist safe. You run into the forest to go find the scientist and enter the
really?
bridge
The guy
of
just
bad
got
lip sync.
Capable of
he's not dead?
IRBM.
You see the giant tank Sokolov's working on. It has a giant cannon. It shoots really big. Your only option left is to take him back
like
to
a
the
slow
States.
Metal Gear.
You cross the bridge where you see your mom. Your mom is voiced by Pearl from SpongeBob.
Wait, what? No. Let's go back to that. I'm sorry. This is one of those weird moments where I'm actually wondering, is that an actual thing or Lori Allen? You know, some people get typecast, and then there's this. Huh.
SpongeBob.
It's heavy.
That suitcase is full of bees, Snake. I'm defecting to the Soviet Union.
You mean the forces of cringe?
Those are relative terms, you imbecile.
Everything is cringe.
To get out and Emperor Palpatine shows up.
She actually did. Oh, he actually has lightning powers.
Coming together. Throw this yee-yee-ass hunky off of the bridge.
Dead. I mean, it's just a fall. That never kills anyone in a game.
Holy shit, I have hands.
That is the appropriate response.
Snake wakes up on the shore and is contacted by HQ. You'll have to listen carefully in order to manually treat your injuries with the proper supplies.
Healing is divided into treatment using medicine with the item window button. Fixed using surgical treatment. Once
I know the joke is he's overplaying it to make it seem more overwhelming and just terribly, terribly annoying than it probably is, but I don't fucking care. This seems like a horrible mechanic that I would hate entirely because I'm easily distracted by shiny objects, and this is a shiny object that I don't want. It's like, no, bad shiny, not the bad shiny. It would be a problem.
Hope you got all that, bro.
Wait. What did he have in there in the background? I think he actually to treat. Okay, okay. I thought he actually added something in, but it just kind of looked like it. For laser ration. Oh god, they actually played it. Is that how long it took? 140
Snake
seconds?
bends his bones back and then leaves off screen. Meanwhile, Palpatine decides that it's time to dispose of the evidence.
Really? Really? They brought the big case? Oh, it's a porta-nuke. Apparently,
It's been 1 week
nukes
since
don't
the
hurt him
first
that
mission,
much.
and your radioactive ass is being sent back to the jungle again. The Soviets blamed the United States for the explosion, and the world is on the brink of nuclear annihilation.
Wait, this world is on the brink of it? How? I mean, considering all the other crazy shit, it's only on the brink now? I mean, it's probably been on the brink constantly, so it's not even a big deal, but still, just, ugh. Also, how is it that he's treating himself for falling off that far? And, maybe he shouldn't have bones. He should have a nice collection of pre-pasteurized Jell-O through sudden induction of force. Is that how Jell-O's made? I don't know. And honestly, I'm terrified to find out because it's the internet. You just don't question certain things. Apparently nukes, though, are just kind of
prove our innocence. You must head back into the jungle and stop
Hey!
Palpatine's.
Okay, actually, I didn't even know what it was at first, and it's like a drop-in. But I actually know what that plane is! Oh, dude. I completely forgot the name, but this is actually one of the stealth fighter designed during the Cold War, and it was eventually succeeded by other ones, because this is specifically a model that was well known for being able to fly at super high altitudes, and was used as a spy plane to get imaging over the USSR during the Cold War, of course. But it would fly beyond, well, most conventional weapons, arms, and radar ranges and go incredibly fast, so that it was a really just great insert-outsert. Also, with how fragile those things were, this is impossible. Not that it couldn't hold something on its back. I mean, actually, no, never mind. It literally couldn't. It was not something that could do that, anything on there. To give you an idea what would happen if something like this, at the speeds and the altitude it was going, had this much mass with a giant flat nose cone, or at least flat based on how we look at it here. To give you an idea what physics would do to it, imagine the shuttle Atlantis when it was returning on its last trip. And there was a tiny little bit of something that was not supposed to be there, or maybe something missing, changing how it re-entered. And if you know exactly what I'm talking about, yeah, that's kind of fucked up. Would it go the same here? No, it would just probably fuck it up in a completely different way, but it would go just as spectacularly badly at the end.
Stop Palpatine's plan to overthrow Khrushchev. This is the beginning of Operation Snake Eater.
Yeah, whatever. Haha, poopy poo poo. Oh, yeah, the clip of him rolling off the falling from orbit.
You
That's
then
not how
walk 13
speed
feet
delete off
before seeing
works.
your mom again. Seriously?
Snake, you deserve to be placed in a box and laughed at.
Have you considered guns?
You see those big fucking squares in the ground there, Snake? Yeah, take care of those and we'll talk.
Squares?
You're forced to sneak around for a very long period of time. Can you crawl faster? You go to
Why?
Sokolow's house again to meet with your contact, but she arrives in a loud motorcycle. You are unsurprisingly found by the guards. Don't worry though, she's
Motorcycles
prepared.
do that.
Okay, they're gone. She spawns her hair and then reveals her real name, Ava, which is a stupid name. Then she show her huge booba to Big Boss the Snake. I am talking Largo Bazonka Donkos, dustpan-sized Donkey Kongs. She gets you to sign
Not
up
even
for
the
her
first character to
OnlyFans
do
and then
that.
gives Snake a gun, which he likes more.
The feeding ramp
Long
is tight
time.
for some range, tight and ratty.
Seriously? You're just gonna, there's an actual honest to God monologue about a gun in this resolution? I mean, I guess for the PS3 era, and no, I guess it would be PS2 and PS3 era on the remastered, But I just... Sure. You can always tell the exact dialogue here was written by a gun nut. Also, considering some of the images people have pulled up of things that are completely nonsensical. Someone who is a gun nut, but not a very good one sometimes. I have no idea how realistic it is.
She gives you a
I don't know
scientist
about this.
disguise and tells you to go to sleep. In fact, the game encourages you to stop playing it.
Seriously?
Snake wakes up and dastardly villains appear outside. It wasn't a good idea to...
I feel there's a joke in here somewhere about Konami telling people to stop playing, going to sleep. It's like they're trying to institute a way to stretch the game out by making you literally stop playing. Like an energy system that you physically had to abide by. You know, this is like the kind of thing that they would definitely want to put a mechanic on and maybe like charge money if you want to get a refill of that stamina and then just make tons of money and maybe, if the guns and characters you get to play as are random, like that'd be like some kind of crazy gotcha system, but that would never happen. They definitely could do pachinko instead and lose everything because that's a stupid idea.
Sleep within 20 meters of a disappeared patrol. They break in, so you toss a
Dead people are
flashbang
great
in their
hiding
asses and
places.
then gun them all down like dogs. Oh, you
It's stealth if no one finds you alive. Hey, you're still there. Why do you have a
You
bullet
will
on
be
it?
answering most of my questions, or her head will fall off. Is it true that in capitalist America that you pay for health care in blood? I mean, not all of us. What? So
What was that actual? No, let's go back there. I'm kind of curious. I thought the joke would be, oh yes, you pay in blood. Please don't tell. Oh no, it's going to be a blood bank. Oh no. One. Wow, very detailed, very fancy gun. I mean, I've actually seen art pieces that are literally that crazy. So it's not even that crazy to have it in here. But what did he just pull out? I'm just... You know, I probably shouldn't talk about his pull-out game when she's pressed against him. It's probably not the right choice of words.
is it true that in capitalist America that you pay for health care in blood? I mean, not all of
Need books? No worries. Donate plasma. Earn $250 for your first find. On the one hand, that's 5 donations, so that's what? I don't do math well. What, 5 trips? $25? No. I really don't do math well, but still, 5 trips for $250? And you can only give roughly, what, once a month? So, on the one hand, getting plasma, good thing. Getting $250, good thing. Depending on how fast you regenerate the plasma and how much they're taking, you're not going to have that. Oh, it literally would probably take most of a year to do it safely. Yeah, that's probably the scam aspect. They never have to pay because you never actually do the 5th one. That's both genius and horrible. And god damn it, I would have been the idiot who'd fall for this because school books are expensive, man. There were some up there, and I was an English major. We had the cheap books that were only $79. This could actually make a dent in what I needed to pay for books. And that's if you're renting them. And yeah, I realize I pay that much money to rent a book, and don't even just... Yeah, this would get me. This would legitimately get me, and I'm annoyed about that.
us. What? So Ava beats the shit out of him, and he's like, I have to go.
And you're just going to let him?
With that taken care
Really?
of, you progress on your journey through the jungle.
Why does he have a bullet?
Along the
That's
way,
probably
you
the time we
encounter
didn't see off
swamps,
game.
alligators.
Hey, it's
electric
Florida!
Fences, minefields,
Also Florida?
minefields,
Also Florida?
disappearing dogs, and
Also Florida, but we're not going to talk about why. Hey, eating a steak! Also Florida.
With nothing but a pistol in hand and an iron.
Joking aside, is this game basically Florida Simulator? It's kind of seeming like it. All we need is one person with the power of drugs, and we literally have Florida Simulator.
Will to see things through. You breach the jungles and head for the facility where Ocelot stands behind a rock. God damn it. Tell me, American, is it true that in capitalist America there is no such thing as the village toothbrush? The what? Fascinating. Listen to my cat impression.
Yeah, that does look like me. I know the joke is not actually doing it, but it does kind of look like it with the hand motion. It was a quick time event.
So now it's actually time to fight Ocelot. The battle is actually fun, but is extremely dated by modern standards.
Oh.
Ocelot struggles greatly with object permanence. If he can't see you, you don't exist. You trade blows for hours, shooting.
I'm going to pretend that's an AI issue, not something I've actually had trouble with in games where I was like forgetting the enemies there because they're not shooting at me anymore, and I have a 5-second memory span of, oh, hey, they're not shooting at me. I must have killed them without realizing, and that has bit me in the ass a few times. I'm not saying I'm projecting anything, but dear fucking god, man, dregs in Destiny 2 where you think they blew up and they didn't, and it just... They don't kill you, but it's annoying. I was like, why am I not able to leave the room? Because there's still one shooting you, and you're just ignoring it. Okay, maybe I'm repressing a little bit of anger there.
Each other in the face multiple times, and after a long and
What's bullets
exhausting
between
battle,
friends?
Snake finally closes in for the kill with
Bugs.
multiple bees. Wait, Ocelot uses an extremely viable way to kill bees while everyone else
Seriously?
dies, and Snake is forced to jump off a cliff to escape the bees. Snake
Honestly,
then
not even the
promptly eats
dumbest
a
thing I've heard
hornet's
about to
nest get
escape bees.
revenge. Welcome to the cave area. Fuck the cave area. It's literally so dark that you can't tell when I cut clips. You swim through the dim tunnels until you find the crabs that killed Amelia Earhart. You then eat the crabs, absorbing Amelia Earhart's life essence into your own. Now, with the light of Amelia's
Yeah, no, actually, that's kind of fucked up considering you find them there and then it's like, hey, who wants to eat cannibal crabs? Don't worry, part of what you're eating was a human at one point. Cannibalism!
soul, Snake is finally able to escape the caves and face the enemy which lies beyond.
More bees. Not the
My
bees!
ideology is comprised mostly of bees. Finally, I get to fight you.
Yeah, I did. You're just gonna cover up everything but leave the face exposed to show you're horribly scarred, but also ignore the fact that you just everything else is covered except for the one part you really want. And they gave him bee pattern camo armor. I thought Revolver Ocelot was on the nose, but I realized no, he was the subtle one. What the fuck?
I am the paint.
Do you mean the pain?
No.
Much like the Ocelot fight, this battle can be used as a test for infants. Whenever you disappear from the water, the pain forgets that you exist, allowing you to get a quick hit before diving underwater again. He would be screwed if bees weren't bulletproof. He also uses bees to carry grenades instead of just sending bees at you. But after a long time of poking and prodding, you eventually bring him down and he explodes into fire. Why?
Why isn't he using the bees?
Now we can leave this
Only his
fucking cave.
armor.
You head
What?
through dangerous canyons and swamps filled with Russians on fucking spaceships, only to arrive at the warehouse just in time to glimpse your target. Sokolov is refusing to cooperate, and that's not very communist. Ocelot shows up for no reason, juggles guns at him. The boss then shows up and...
Seriously? No, he had to have edited that.
For no reason, juggles guns.
This has to be edited in. Oh no. Unless he has his own model where the... Oh no, he actually did this in game. Tell me that this is some kind of random edit he just happened to have, that someone modded him to do this. This is so... I don't... Why... I can't believe I'm about to say this, but this game has just become weirder than Metal Gear Revengeance. Juggling guns, just randomly juggling guns, is what broke my suspension of disbelief. A magnetic man, people going crazy, a senator going, nano machine, son. No, perfectly in line with reality. Not even that weird, as reality has become closer to Metal Gear Solid Revengeance. Juggling guns during a random cutscene and not even acknowledging it, just randomly doing it. Yeah, we have reached that level. I don't know how to conceptualize this.
Then shows up and kills my goldfish. She tells Ocelot not to worry about Snake and that the bee man has it covered. Then Palpatine punches a wall and everyone goes home. Except, of course, for Jesus, who promptly performs a miracle. Mr. Bernie Sanders, it's an honor.
Oh, he's not that young.
See, you swim into the base, taking care not to be detected. And after needlessly murdering all of the guards, you carefully sneak into the warehouse.
Technically, if no one's left alive to find out you were there, it is stealth.
You head through a mysterious forest until you're caught by a snare trap. At which point the game insults your intelligence by assuming that you can't get out. You finally enter a location called... Entering this highly secretive lab will require great skills and bullet mastery. Crawling through the walls, you slowly make your way into the lab. Once inside, you don your disguise and put on inconspicuous face paint. They noticed me. After murdering everyone, you proceed...
I don't know which is more surprising. That you got to design your own costume, or that a game of this era that was single player had a custom character creation app option. In a weird point, and honestly, if they had done that early on, that would be a really cool mechanic, but kind of surprised they have it. Good for them. Stupid, but good for them.
To the main office where you find this fat guy, and he's just like, holy shit, Snake, you are sunburned so badly. Can I please give you lotion? He tells you that you're in the wrong base, and what you're actually looking for is the impenetrable fortress of Groznygrad. There's also a gigantic stash of money over there that's giving Volgan all his power. Snake, a greedy capitalist, heads there immediately. That means it's time again. Got one all the way back. You ran so far that it became daytime.
He took an arrow to the knee. I guess he's not an adventurer anymore. It had to be said. It actually is an arrow. Oh god, it actually was an arrow. This came before Skyrim, which shouldn't be a big thing, but oh dear god, was Skyrim referencing Metal Gear Solid 3 this entire time, and I literally had no idea? Because unless I'm mistaken, this is... Oh, no, he's in the next game. He's in 4, technically. He just looks so different, I forgot they were the same character. Hey, it's a ninja!
I filled that arrow with heroin. You're about to have a fucking blast, my dude.
Really? Why?
Later, bitch. I'm Spider-Man.
So the battle starts with the game literally telling you how to get rid of the heroin. I don't think it trusts you. The Fear is a boss who jumps around like a hungry cat. He also doesn't have an issue with basic cognitive function, making him
the first boss you can see.
The battle is a matter of tracking the movements of your camouflaged enemy while dodging
first boss
his arrows.
You can't see.
All the while, the arena is filled with traps and AIDS needles. Eventually, Snake makes it.
I'm sorry, what the okay, what? Baby with a gun! It's actually adorable.
Him one of the
is that a baby with a... We're not going to look at it for YouTube reasons,
but the battle is a matter of tracking the movements of your camouflaged enemy.
Yeah. And what the hell was that?
Traps and AIDS.
Okay, yeah, I guess it's a Zelda fan. It's not even that weird.
Traps and AIDS needles. Eventually, Snake makes it to the homeless camp and purchases a stolen bike to hit him with.
Seriously?
This kills him instantly.
Oh!
All right.
Where were he? I don't even... But that did... Where was he keeping those? You know what? No, out of all the things here, this is probably still the least weird.
So the crackhead is died. Time to go. You go through the warehouse before killing the guards, and then looking up the exit. I'm lost, Mom. Please pick me up. Now I know. You head through. When Ava calls you, telling you to get your ass to the secret tunnel in the mountains. Also, watch out for Bernie Sanders. He's coming. You go for a peaceful walk in the forest, and then dodge the worst trap ever made. Then you begin a cutscene. The gameplay between bosses was 10 minutes.
That looked like the kind of thing I would jump in on purpose just to see if there's anything down there.
You will be receiving
God, the eye.
After all, is free healthcare not the definition
R1?
of communism? What the fuck?
Is that a
I will be pushing Donald Trump down the stairs. It's time for another boss who can process stimuli. But unlike previous encounters, this boss is slow, methodical, and deadly. Kojima originally wanted the boss fight to take 3 weeks in real life, but was told no by a trained gibbon. The boss fight mostly...
I want to say that's a joke. I really want to say it's a joke. But unfortunately, I need to ask a very unpleasant question here. He didn't actually say that you would actually have to log in, because this is the guy who did plug it into their controller port to win the game. And, you know, if you do a copy that doesn't have controller ports anymore, and it doesn't change that script to make a copy around it, you have a game you can't beat anymore. I'm not saying just... I could easily see someone doing an Endless 8 version of this, and if you know what I'm talking about by Endless 8, yeah, it's kind of amazing they did it, but also at the same time... Why? For anyone who doesn't get it, anime Haruhi Suzumiya, they did 8 episodes that were more or less the exact same thing, but animated and voiced completely differently, just incredibly similar in 8 slightly different ways. So there was no reused content, just altered slightly in ever increasingly different ways until the final 8th episode happened. And it was just about a single arc from it, and then it moved on and never episoded again because it was just an episodic show. It just happened to take 8 episodes. So it was an entire arc of 1 episode done 8 times completely differently, and honestly is a masterwork of just pushing through it to voice it and still do good writing and then translating into English. It still had to make sense and not just be a ripoff. And the animation was brilliant in the sense it was good, but also you really had to skip through that because it was a pain. I have a lot of repressed memories this video is bringing up, huh? Yeah.
Consists of sneaking up on your target and chipping away his health. It's a cat and mouse game between 2
it's another guy who bullets don't actually shoot.
And if you don't play the game for a week, he dies of old age. Fortunately, I didn't do that, so I got to watch him change race and explode.
What?
Now
Oh
that
shit, he
America
blew
is
up.
safe from the clutches of real-life, actual, in fact, communism, it's time to head up a ladder and head to the mountains above. If you've played this game, you already know.
What?
What a thrill.
Is this where the meme comes from? The slapping of the ass cheeks because he's stomach thick? Is this actually where this comes from? Because they actually had that stupid sound effect? I don't know.
This is the ladder scene sped up by 1,000 times. You'll notice that takes a long time. We're barely halfway there. Albert Einstein was a German-born theoretical physicist.
See, this is why I'm asking about the 3
You
weeks
wanna
in real
put
time to
here.
finish that boss battle. Because
Gibbons are apes in the family Hylobatida. The family
even to record this for your own purposes of the game, sir, I am both impressed and terrified at your level of dedication to get that joke in. Max0r, you are an insane genius. I would not have had the patience to do that entire ladder a second time.
is welcome to the mountains. There are hordes of animals.
Snakes,
and Snake
vultures,
is an expert
dead
at putting
things.
down animals. You crawl around a lot until you reach the camp where you are pursued by a helicopter. Stealthily and expertly, you make your way to the main base camp, which
There's a lot of
controlled
murder.
by Then the problem sorts itself out and you reach the end. Snake enters the secret
Again,
tunnel and finds
stop.
his solid snake. Donkey Kong's is back, and not
Oh.
voiced because I don't know a woman. Snake uses his male powers to read her dodgeballs, and they tell him how to enter a secret tunnel to Groznygrad. There, he must steal a uniform from a femboy, rescue Sokolov, and make his escape. Then she bikes off a fucking cliff and dies.
Is that actually what happened?
You look down at the base and see
just-
Palpatine. Fuck
It's
you,
weird, I'm
Barrel,
sure
you're
I
the
can
worst
believe it.
PewDiePie character.
Yeah, take that, you random barrel.
Colonel, please help me. I can't stop walking like I have to take a shit. I literally killed a person, you fucking idiot. What?
Oh shit, there was a guy
This
in
is why
there.
we don't have sex, Ocelot. All communists may be gay, but I'm not gay for you. So after that shenanigan, you exit the mountainside.
That's actually a good burn.
Kind of cool how Snake had to climb a mountaintop and then leave it after 20 minutes.
Seriously? It almost feels like you're not playing the game, you're just going into the areas where the game happens.
Hey there, Snake. I know that you're expecting a gimmick or a funny voice, but there is no gimmick. I'm just here to kill you.
I thought it was going to be the guy on fire from the game later on. No, it's just a guy in a suit. Why does it say Nevan? Neb? Ben? I have no idea what that says. It's probably Russian.
Bitch.
Cyrillic.
It's time to fight another boss of Gibbon intelligence. The theory works by trying to figure out where you are and then failing. Though I would consider it a difficult boss, because if you are found, you're fucked. Much like the Pain, you rely on this boss being unable to understand Piaget's water conservation task. The boss isn't very interesting. His fight goes down to a cycle of 3 steps.
To be fair,
shooting, running, and praying.
I hate to say this. This thing right here. Most people fall for this. It's actually one of the ways you can have a company repackage a product, just design it to look taller, even if they're cutting the volume, because people think it's bigger. It's also why when you go into bars and they have really tall glasses, they're really just as empty as something smaller and more rotund. It just looks bigger, so you think you're getting more, so they can upcharge you. I'm not saying maybe realize I was ripped off later, but I was still sober when I made the decision, so I have no excuse. That's on me.
Task. The boss isn't very interesting. His fight goes down to a cycle of 3 steps. Shooting, running, and praying. Do this enough and you'll
That's
win.
most bosses, actually, that aren't designed well. Oh, he's going fire everywhere.
I'm escaping to the one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism.
Oh, that was also fire.
Space!
And he can fly
Oh boy,
into the
another
ceiling.
ladder.
Kind of surprised he's not fire blue.
Great. Welcome to Groznygrad.
I hope no one looks at my plans while I'm sleeping.
What?
You sneak through the outer sections until you
I'm not
get
even gonna
indoors.
ask. I'm not
You
even
put
gonna
on
ask.
your
It seems like a
disguise and
weird-
It actually works this time. Did I
don't even know what that
mention
was.
Snake
I don't even know. I
blackface
don't
in
wanna
this
ask.
game? You run around for 10 hours looking for a femboy. Seriously, where the fuck is he? When you finally find
Seriously?
one, you walk towards him normally, knock him out, and then shove him in a locker like a nerd.
Oh, they're actually stripping the guy.
Now Snake is revered and respected across Discord.com. Using your newfound access, you head to the interrogation room to find a very confused Sokolov. He tells you that it's too late. The giant robot is ready for battle, and the Soviets no longer need him. The only course of action left is to destroy the prototype because schematic.
Honest question. Why didn't they just kill him? I mean, they still have the robot, but they would have already had it. And now they wouldn't have the scientist. It really seems like a lot of this game could be summed up as him just dying because it's not like we have any scruples about that. We already killed most of everyone. You know, considering how many people Snake killed, maybe they were right to try and arm up with super weapons because normal weapons are apparently useless.
Mechanics don't exist apparently. Snake is therefore left with a choice. Save Sokolov or find a bomb to destroy the Shagohod. Volgin enters the chamber, so Snake is forced to don the disguise again.
Oh my.
Where have you been, kitten? Daddy's been waiting in Discord VC for 3 fucking hours now. Wait a fucking second.
Really? This is really where the game went? This isn't just a random Max0r edit. Sure. This is how you agreed all your subordinates to check who they are. You feel their junk. I didn't realize the everyone is gay in Soviet Russia was apparently an actual plot point for the canon game.
Kitten has a bent penis. He shoots Sokolov for no reason, so you take him down.
I mean, you should probably just shoot him yourself.
Again for no reason. Snake is extremely shit at this.
You know, you can still shoot him.
It looks like this.
Faster.
What the fuck is happening in here?
Damn, he's dead. Again, bullets would solve a lot of this. They solved the scientist pretty well. He's probably not dead.
Tell me, American, you're after the OnlyFans, aren't you? What are you talking about? I don't think he knows, dude. He doesn't. He tells you that all of his power and resources comes from the possession of Ava's OnlyFans. The OnlyFans is worth $100 billion, meaning more people than exist on Earth have a $10 subscription. The boss and Ava arrive, but that doesn't matter. Fuck these people. Palpatine insists that you're after the OnlyFans, which is his true source of power. Then he literally reveals the location to you.
In the underground vault of Groznygrad.
This compels Ocelot to do his dumbass juggling game. Oh, oopsie poopsie. Alright, that was pretty cool, I guess. Got to see Guy's eye pop off today. Take him to the jail cell.
Oh, yes, let's take out the eye patch. Is Ocelot a double agent?
Now, American, tell me. Is it illegal to clap in America? You have been imprisoned. Please stop talking.
Really?
You have been imprisoned in the fortress, and now you must make your escape. Like an infant, you decide to hide under the bed. When he doesn't buy that shit, you bust through the doors like a gorilla and kill him. It's time to head to your escape route with the fuzz and hot pursuit.
Why not?
You prepare yourself for a slow and stealthy crawl across the base, but then you realize that Snake takes no damage from bullets, so it's in God's hands now. Then you find a machine gun in a room, and the game gets really exciting. You enter the sewers. Oh shit.
Sorry, I love little glitches like that where they expect you to be stealthy and they just made a mistake where it doesn't work. On the other hand, he mentioned that he's doing an emulation right here, so the entire no damage is probably more due to him having a program that's slightly corrupted. That said, it's one hell of a corruption, man. Usually it doesn't go well for you.
You enter the sewers and make a beeline for the exit.
Why are there so many stairs and ladders? They were hiding loading screens that way, weren't they? Not the worst way to do it. Jump, Snake, jump! I've already survived farther. Also, with that much water falling over, you would have, yeah, you could probably survive that.
Oh, Snake,
that much water falling would knock him over.
How fortunate for me.
No, seriously, actually, it's kind of crazy. If you have 8 inches, or realistically 3 right here, it'd be really hard if it's going over with the force that was shown. It's kind of crazy how much water can just knock you off your feet. All of them probably would be near dead at this point. Him most likely because he's right at the edge, where the force would be the most multiplied because it's about to turn over, so there's a bit of spin to it. It's just high enough where it could knock them over, but also it might not. The dogs would probably be fine because they have more points of contact. The further back you are, the safer it is. But him, yeah, no, he's probably already gone over in normal circumstances. But again, game logic.
Now you'll just have to answer all of my questions. Oh my god, he's going to ask me something stupid. Is it true that in capitalist America, the army is conscripted to fight giant tumbleweeds? Answer me, or else. Okay, fine. What?
What?
You win this time, American. So you leap off the fucking cliff and die. I'm serious, you're literally dead. So Snake is taken to the fucking afterlife. I was thinking that being dead would phase him more.
Apparently he got bandaged in the afterlife. Why not?
In hell.
Still doesn't have the eye, though.
Have you ever seen Danny Phantom?
What? Guns don't work in hell, dumbass. You're just like me, Snake. Edgy as all hell. You've killed...
Really? I thought this guy was only in the next game, not this one. Unless it's a different guy who just looks similar. Whatever. More importantly, if they're dead and he has a gun, as long as he believes it worked, wouldn't it work? Yeah, whatever.
Killed literally dozens of guards in order to get shots for your stupid fucking video. Now,
yeah.
You will see the suffering that you cause. Crikey. No fuck, I didn't want to go up. Stop.
This is the boss fight. The developers figured out that you can avoid having a chimp boss by not having any boss at all. He shows you all the guards that you've killed along your journey, which is most of them. He even remembered each individual bee.
Oh,
the more people
that's
you
actually
killed,
cool.
the harder the battle. It's behind me, isn't it? Then you walk for 3 hours. I didn't know birds had souls. And when the moment is darkest, the snake is on the verge of forever death. Someone begins playing Linkin Park, so Snake comes back to life to turn it off. Now we must sneak through the jungle with no...
Gonna be completely honest, that's a cool boss idea. And I would love if some other game completely stole that idea and you were literally just tormented by your phantoms. Especially if you did it in certain games where there'd be a lot more dead bodies and you just had to slaughter them all again. Would it kind of defeat the point? Yes. But also, fuck yeah, we're gonna be a hypocrite all the way to the end, man. Yeah, guns, yeah. Wow, I went full Texas on that one.
Equipment besides our bare instincts. You expertly evade your enemies before beating them up some more and running behind a waterfall. Ava shows up behind the waterfall after her spine was reattached. Then she sexily gives her weapons back. You chill for a bit before she's like,
why are they
Snake,
always
you
eating
fucking
snakes?
Gay? The internet witch begs you to give her more money, but Snake is trained.
Can't even eat a snake during a mission, huh?
I wouldn't mind eating you.
I hate the little voice in the back of my head going, this is Metal Gear. She might mean that literally and she's a cannibal. Because otherwise, it's just a moment of, okay, we're going full on horny teenager here. But in the back of my head, it's still that little voice going, no, no, no. She means literally over a spit in multiple pieces, slowly, so you're still screaming. Because that's the kind of thing, I could see both of them happening in this game at the same time. And tell me I'm wrong. No, seriously, tell me I'm wrong that that's not, there's enough weird shit in the Metal Gear universe that I could believe that happening. I don't like it.
She tries the physical contact route, but he never breaks. Even after undergoing CBT, he remains unbreakable. Snake waves goodbye to the thought, but she gives him explosives out of respect. Later, you take the tunnel to Groznygrad and go up a ladder. Woo! Now you're back. You sneak through the tank yard. Fuck! You sneak past the extremely aware guards. Enter the weapons lab, disguise yourselves, reach the tank, and kill everyone. Okay, fine. You disguise as a different person, then systematically knock everyone out with your stanky breath. Finally, you place the explosives and get ready to leave. Except for the fact that Palpatine just appears again. The boss beats you up for no reason.
Blow them up with a minute?
Am I in a goddamn Jiffy Lube?
Have you considered maybe bullets?
Oh, good, you got him. Now tell me, American, in capitalist America. Shut up, Ocelot. This bitch tried to swipe her OnlyFans for me, but I got that shit on lock. Why are you all panicking? All the passwords, all the 2FA, I got that shit right here. I will now switch this radio to the low-res model. I no longer need you, Ava. Your OnlyFans is enough to fund communism 1,000 times over. What the fuck are you saying? How about I lay it out in a way that you can understand, you unfresh bonobo? Communism is when the government gives people health care. And the more health care the government gives, the more communister it is. My plan is to use this money to give health care to every man, woman, and child in the world, and therefore force them to adopt communism. I will ensure that the government takes every toothbrush, every iPhone, and every stock market, and burns them along with every starving Ukrainian. Once the Soviet Union stands supreme as leader.
Nope, no. This is still in 2020. I was like, did this come out a lot more recently than I think? Just saying, wow, some of these jokes are a little. Well, Max0r called it. Goddamn.
The world's nations and the top provider of healthcare. I will rename the earth to Venezuela and inflate our currency until the end of time.
Oh yeah, this is
to destroy all of the small business owners and mom and pop landlords. I have my Shagohod tank, which will rain a nuclear fire upon us.
See, I find that funny because right now there's actually an issue in America where a lot of landlords are being bought out by corporations who go online and then just buy housing in blocks and wait for it to become so goddamn expensive because they've overbought it at an inflated price so that anyone who wants to buy from it has to buy from that further inflated price that they set because they own everything. It actually happened in San Francisco originally for quite a bit of time, and it's kind of just spread everywhere. So it's funny because he's describing an actual issue, and buying up the mom and pop shops is literally what happened, except his solution is one of the only ways to fix it, and it's not going to happen. Why are these jokes aging well? Or horribly? I can't tell which.
You will fight me now, Snake, and I will win. For a specter is haunting Europe. Take the OnlyFans somewhere safe. I have one last loose end to deal with.
How did he... Really? He just randomly is standing on the shrinking platform? He's powering up! Also, the power of being on fire.
Welcome to the Palpatine boss, where 90% of the fight is him standing still. Also, you have a time limit before the base explodes. The best maneuver here is to do the classic Dark Souls circle strafing, and if you shoot at him, he gets mad. The actual way to beat him is by frontal hand-to-hand combat, where you shoot him on the floor. You gotta do this a lot. Palpatine is swole as fuck. Phase 2 starts, and Ocelot doesn't do shit.
Really? He just spins the gun. Is he secretly an American?
Hey boss, pull my finger. No. Phase 2 begins and Palpatine is new bullshit. Fortunately for you, he's defeated by the same old bullshit. You flip him harder than the state of Georgia for a few hours, and that's how you win. Snake climbs up a ladder and leaves him to explode. Upon exiting the building, Thought arrives on her motorized bicycle. Both of them leave hundreds of
he actually explodes.
Because
he had the bomb in there. Still, though.
Palpatine gets pissed as fuck. Snake, you capitalist dumbass, were you too busy drinking Coca-Cola to kill me? When
you could have stolen that as your ride.
Fucking teeth next. So you drive away really fast. So fast, in fact, that's really disorientating. What the fuck is going on? Can you tell me where I am in the base? Eventually, I figured out that I could change the camera. The scenes start making more sense, but only slightly since Snake looks like he's stuck on a fucking slide. Ocelot appears in the corner with more questions, so we have to leave as fast as possible. Fucker's not letting his free Atlas go to waste. He plays fun bumper cars with you before trying to release you from the clutches of
Hey, someone trying to finally shoot.
He tries to kill you. Now we're in a chase scene with infinite ammo, and Snake just looks like he's lost. Is he just like uncomfortable, or will you fly through the base, leaving a trail of death and destruction in your wake? And when you reach the runway, the fucker catches up to you. A chase ensues, which only reiterates Snake's bulletproofness. You go across a bridge and then blow it up, mostly to stop
armor, the best armor of them all.
To the river and then forgets that he fell. Welcome to the tank boss fight. My favorite, everyone loves it. You decide to play the tank boss fight until you want to kill yourself. Palpatine, sensing suicidal intent, gets out of the tank and then punches
He's alive?
Twice. Now we're at the part of the game where you have to hit a small target moving on a fast tank with a sniper rifle using only a flimsy controller. I'm not mad. To combat this new strategy.
Considering how many times this is a mechanic in Destiny and I suck at it horribly, he's handling it very well, and I actually respect his gaming credentials on this one.
You skip to the part of the video where he has low health and dies.
I realize Destiny is easy to do this. I just suck. More power! Damn. He's fine. He'll walk it off. Really? You're grimacing at a guy dying horribly? You've done it to how many people now?
Thank God he's dead for real this time. Now Gorbachev can sell the Soviet Union for pizza and peace. Snake donates for a hug and aliens come to take...
Is that... Okay, one? This is still actually pretty cool. It's like a Segway, except, the idea came out before a Segway actually became a real thing. I find that hilarious as hell, because they literally have these, not the flying ones, but like this, but just standing up to ride it around, moving the same way by leaning forward, which they seem to be doing. They have a joystick here, though, which I still think is a better way to drive, but what do I know? Because it's not like the guy who created the Segway then died on one and just throwing it out there that he did, and that's a real thing that actually happened, and somehow their stock price didn't tank, and people are like, maybe this is a bad idea, but what do I know? I'm just like, no, I'm not going to get on one of those death traps. Also, a funny thing about this, when the Berlin Wall did fall and Soviet Russia collapsed, these type of ads were a thing that actually were considered a sign of peace and prosperity and more peaceful times in the world. Have I said peace? That was definitely real. You can see it's the Russian Cyrillic alphabet here in a Pizza Hut. They did this a lot, but the bigger one was actually McDonald's, who had the first and probably most well-known version that came up. Yeah, McDonald's was a sign of international peace. It did not last, and apparently the one currently run by... I guess the people who just remained behind and took over because literally no one's going to contest them aren't doing so well because, not having things would make it hard. But what do I know?
Now Gorbachev can sell the Soviet Union for pizza and peace. Snake donates for a hug,
Yeah.
and aliens come to take them down. The
That
final chase
happened.
ensues, where I figured out that I
Is
could get
Gorbachev
Snake
not
to
a
scream a lot
good
by
look
firing
like?
a machine gun.
Must be kind of shit what Gorbachev looks like.
An action-packed chase ensues, where
Weird, when you
Snake
only
literally
read history,
cannot
not
stop
actually
screaming.
watch videos
Really,
about it.
you can hear it in the background of every single clip that appears on screen. Snake, do you need help? You
They
are
look
very
stupid,
stiff.
but also
Eventually,
cool at the same
Snake's
time.
screaming catches up to him, and he
Floaty
ruptures
things.
a hole in the fuel tank using sound waves alone. It's a good thing women can't drive, or that would be a problem. Now you're both severely wounded from the crash, and you have to babysit this woman.
Really? A crash is what hits him? He's jumped off how many, oh my god, you're dead immediately because the sheer force of hitting the water would liquefy your bone level, and a tree is what gets him? I mean, yeah, sure, nod to realism here, but really? Really? That's what does it? Sure, plot. It's plot. It's all plot.
Snake's paternal instinct soon caused him to fall into the clutches of the E-boobs.
Eva, I need you.
Really? Yeah, who else is going to drive while I don't
Surgery on
shoot?
her, and now she has to follow you. Oh, take your time, Eva. It's not like the Russians are coming to murder me or anything. Hurry up! This section can be annoying, but I figured out how to walk through it without most encounters. Did I mention that this bitch walks slowly? You get through after hours of rigorous
I mean, to be
combat.
fair,
You find her
is she
influencer
immortal
jet.
when
She
you
tells
shoot
you
her?
that the boss told her to tell you to go into the laggy field of flowers and commit murder. Don't know why. Snake enters Bloodborne for the PS4 and gets his ass irradiated again.
Damn. Murder bombs! Why?
It's beautiful, isn't it, Snake? You've fallen for her, haven't you?
Is she your clone?
I thought I raised you better than this, Snake. Better than her. I raised you to be gay, Snake. The ultimate soldier against simpery. I knew about the terror that the OnlyFans would bring upon this world, and this is only one of the results. Snake, I faked my defection to get the OnlyFans that no one in the world could ever have it again. Not even you.
I get this is supposed to be a big thing because I actually looked it up. I think it's still kind of cool, but at the same time, this is one of those moments where I'm just going to say, yeah, it's stupid. But it's the kind of stupid melodrama that by this point, if you're still playing the game and you're really a big fan of the system, I can understand it a lot more because it's like I was never actually a traitor. I was doing what I must at the sake of everything. And I know exactly what's going to happen next, but this is one of the weird times where I've actually looked up exactly what happened well in advance and multiple years ago. And it actually seems pretty cool. It's just so melodramatic, but also it's kind of like Gundam melodrama when done well. It kind of works, and you just put your brain on hold and just go, fuck it, it's cool, let's do it.
See this scar, Snake? I tried to get surgery to become an e-girl, and look what it did to me. No one can be allowed to have this money. Not you, nor anyone ever again. And if you want
That's why VTube becomes an
your
option.
E-girl so much, then you will have to take it from me.
I mean, bullets work.
One of us
but still.
must die here. Snake.
You start the battle and notice that the PS3 emulator is really fucking laggy here. So Snake teleports into a different fucking console where he's wearing a banana suit. The rest of this battle takes place in the PS2 dimension.
I'm just going to pretend that he had these save files already, because the alternative is that he had to replay the entire damn game to get to this, just to record this. I mean, if you love it, you've probably done it a bunch, but if he didn't have that save file on hand already, I thought he was dedicated to just redo that one goddamn ladder. I didn't realize he replayed the entire game to get here. Is what I'm going to pretend is not really the case. Because, whoo boy. Yeah.
You own the boss by letting her grab you and then filling her full of lead. She'll do this and then run away, so you follow her and wait to be found and then do the same thing again. If I was trying to be stealthy, she'd probably forget where I was. That is actually how the boss works. You figure it out within 2 seconds and you beat the boss in 1 minute.
Seriously? It's kind of... it's par for course with a lot of the bosses in this game, apparently.
Take it, you simping dumbass.
You know, you could just break it.
I'll always remember you as being based, boss.
Take the gun and fucking shoot me, so I never have to hear that word again. You are a disgrace and an imbecile.
Yeah.
Snake, hurry up.
Okay, that's a cool effect. That is actually a cool effect. I have no idea if he did this or not. if this is a Max0r edit, but god damn, is it pretty. And gets the mood across. It's melodrama, but it's melodrama done right, man. Also, I like how the flowers are falling down now, where before they were kind of blowing around and up. Just, that's a nice change. What? Is that a
You turn on the aircraft and it seems like the fight is over.
Oh.
Ava has her OnlyFans back and the Soviet plan is foiled, but Snake is forgetting something very important. Did you forget about me?
Who?
Because I have more questions for you.
Oh, he's still alive.
Oh, how kind of you to invite me in.
Those things are very fast.
Oh, how rude of you. Tell me, do all Americans wear bananas? Is it a cultural thing?
Honestly, at this point, yeah, it probably is. Oh, doesn't everyone wear a banana suit?
I didn't fall down. Shut up.
Is he just having fun with
this the cowboy way? I'll play as the cowboy and you as the chicken.
They're both empty.
I should load my guns more. So Ocelot decides to play a game where only one of the guns is loaded, but you get to choose the gun. I didn't watch when he was juggling them, so righty-tighty, lefty-loose. Haha, it's a blank, American. I wouldn't dare kill you, because I have one more question.
Seriously?
In capitalist America, do you think that an ocelot and a snake could find love? Is it possible? That's cringe. Okay, bye. So you
he's just randomly rolling on the water?
teleport to her influencer cabin, where Snake's autistic ass is finally able to have sex.
Oh,
One symptom of
wow,
autism
they actually
is
did
avoiding
that.
eye contact. Snake wakes up in the morning and Ava is nowhere to be seen. He turns over a postcard that says goodbye and finds a videotape. Snake turns it on with the player.
What? I mean, they have what looks like is that a microfiche holder? Oh dear God, that was a microfiche holder. I thought it was just some kind of weird computer chip. No, I think that was actually microfiche they were running around with all the time. So that explains why they're doing actual real tapes. Not REEL, specifically what they used to do old-fashioned cinema on, where we'd go past the shutters and the flicker effect was literally because there was distortion on individual panes that were being shown.
Call them money.
Wow. These are really old bits of tech. I did not guess because they had so many other new things.
Used me to get her OnlyFans back. And
shocking.
threw
Which
me
means she's
away
also
like
the best spy.
garbage afterwards. The boss was right about her. About the OnlyFans. She was trying to save me. She was trying to save me.
You should break it when you got the chance.
Listen. I'm sorry, boss. I'm sorry. I let you down.
Oh, hey, random people clapping. Considering he just lost. Okay, I don't know who any of these people are, but I'm assuming one of them is not the future senator. But if he was, that'd be awesome, and I would love if someone lied to me and said it was, because that would just be cool to me. I know timeline doesn't work out. Who cares?
Above even the boss. I hereby award you the title of Big Boss.
As the president awards you the dumbest fucking name ever, he goes to shake your hand.
Okay, 1. I thought someone else already had that name. 2. Is that Eisenhower or I? Yeah, it looks like an actual
boss.
As the president.
Is that supposed to be Eisenhower, Ike, or LBJ? It's right after World War II, so it might very well be LBJ. Lyndon, I don't know what the B stands for. Johnson. What does the B stand for anyways? You know, I've been alive for a lot longer than I should probably admit to, and I never realized what that stood for. Weird. But it's the kind of phase where you could say it's Nixon and just a really weird interpretation. I'd believe it too. Yeah, it doesn't make more sense, but also, wow.
Awards you the dumbest fucking name ever. He goes to shake
And someone
your
else
hand,
already had.
You refuse it. He and men like him will stomp on the memory of the boss until the end of time.
Yeah, technically you did
walk
too, but
out,
with a bullet.
All the morals of your mission seem lost to you now.
What morals?
A distant memory of a time where a mission could be virtuous. Despite all the pictures, all the photos, and all the medals, Snake is now utterly alone in this world.
Weird
The
that
only
they're calling
thing
him the
left for
big
him
boss
now is a beautiful garden containing a grave of the only person in the world who gave his life meaning. All that remains of her now are memories of
Weird
a
that she's in
time
Arlington.
long since past. A time where the world was...
Ooh, actually, going back a bit. Do they have the date on there?
Of a time...
1960. Really? 1964? Oh. Medal of Honor. Does it say Walter Shark? Walter Mark. Huh. Sorry, just random cool things in the background.
Long since past. A time
She wasn't
where
that
the
old either.
world was simpler.
40?
A time of based and cringe.
And that was an incorrect summary to Metal Gear Solid 3. And I'm just going to put up the obvious one. They didn't make a single joke about pressing F. I was literally expecting that. Also metaphorically expecting it. No, also figuratively expecting that. And every other way you can expect it. And he didn't. I'm kind of impressed at his restraint on that one. Yeah, overall, this seemed less like an incorrect summary and more of a, here's a random plot point I'm going to change because it's funny, but also a really good summary on top of that. Which is, from what I've seen, a lot of what his summaries are. They're actually really good, but also just every now and again, a little bit of a too accurate for any comfort. Yeah. I do like, though, how he does point out everything was useless at the end. It does really hammer home the ending feeling. So even though he's getting to there in his own incredibly intentionally wrong way about how nothing matters because the one person I actually cared for who gave my life meaning is dead. And they get the name Big Boss there of all places because I would have sworn the boss was someone. Whatever. The boss is a weird name and it's a bunch of different people and timeline is fucked up already. Just, I like that they kept the ending meaningful, which is not what I was expecting. I thought it would be going full on stupid, but this is kind of how they ended the last one too for Metal Gear Solid 5. Even if there was a lot of weird shit, he ended in a very emotional moment and he did the same here. I like it. I like how he fully brings things together. Even though he's going to town and making it weird, he still has that emotional ending in there. And just moving with the music in the background is a great choice. Also, hey, I made it through the entire video without heat stroke. Maybe. We'll find out. Ooh, why are the room's lights spinning? I don't remember having that color. More importantly, yeah, this was a mistake to record this long. I just really enjoyed this, man. And if it's visible on camera, just how much I'm sweating through my pants and shirt. And I think my hair is literally just dripping like in Airplane where they make the joke about the guy sweating in the pilot cockpit. If you don't know, well, actually, you know, unironically, I was going to make a joke about that. But if you don't know Airplane and the exact moment I'm talking about, go watch it. It's hilarious. And also a good guide to what I find funny. Which is in its own right kind of incriminating, but fuck it. It's good anyways. Go watch it. But more importantly, goddamn, this is good. So next up, oh no, we're going to start on The Devil May Cry next. I'm working on an incomplete playlist of what he has, but I think that's what we're going to handle next because sure, why not? We already did Cyberpunk and that one hurt for how accurate some parts were, but not as much as some of the other aspects. The Genshin one hurt more. So we're going to see what happens next. Otherwise, if you haven't already, there's a link below to the original video. Hit it up. And when you're done, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios.